Hello students, good afternoon. In AI, Unit 1 and Unit 2 are completed in the online video lectures. Now today I start the Unit 3, which name is Knowledge Representation Issues. Okay, in this Unit 3 we learn what is knowledge, how we can represent the knowledge, then the framework of knowledge representation, its approaches, its issues. Okay, these all things we learn in this unit number 3. So today I will start basic introduction. What is representation? What is mapping? What is knowledge? Okay. First is we can solve many complex problems in AI, and for that problem solution we can find out the large amount of data, and by using that data we can find out the solution. So here we can consider data as a knowledge. Okay, and by using the knowledge we can solve the problem or we can get the solution. So here knowledge and representation are two distinct entities. We can consider two entities. First is knowledge and second is representation. Okay, so first we can learn the knowledge. Its definition: knowledge is a description of the world. It determines a system's competence by what is known. Knowledge is considered as the world. In world we can get many knowledges. Okay, and by using knowledge we can make different systems. Okay, if we can take one example, computer. Okay, so we all are know that what is computer, but if I can ask, explain what is the computer, then you can explain, or you can first give the computer definition. Okay, so it is the representation. Knowledge is computer, and how we can represent the knowledge, it is the knowledge representation. Okay, so next definition is representation. Representation is the way knowledge is encoded. It defines a system's performance in doing something. System we can take computer, and how the computer can work, it is the representation. Okay, so we can take one knowledge and how we can represent that knowledge. So here two different concepts are present. Okay, and now different types of knowledge requires different kinds of representation. So here we can consider knowledge representation models based on four types. First is logic, second is rules, third is frames, and fourth is semantic network. Okay, in knowledge we can use some logic. In maths, okay, you can use different equations, different logics. Suppose you can write one practical of you can add 5 numbers. So here we can use the logic, okay, addition function. We can enter 5 numbers and then add that 5 numbers and we can get the results. So it is the logic, okay, and we can apply the addition function. It is the rules, okay. And frames is we can enter the 5 numbers. One number is in one frame, second number is in second frame, okay. And semantic network means we can get the result, but result is dependent on the process. The user can enter 5 numbers and then addition function is performed and then we can get the result, okay. So knowledge representation is based on these 4 basic models, okay. Now the knowledge categories are given. Knowledge have 2 different categories. First is implicit and second is explicit, okay. Implicit means suggested or it is connected with something, and explicit means clearly, the concept is clear. So in implicit it is also known as informal or tacit. In implicit we can given many components. First is exists within a human being. It exists by using human being. In previous example we can enter the 5 numbers and that 5 numbers are entered by the user, okay. So here the human is connected, okay, and it is embodies means we can use the data. It is difficult to articulate formally, means we can't imagine that user can enter what numbers. So we can prepare for the input and then we can get the output. Means we can't make the architecture of the data, then it is difficult to communicate or share. We can't share this data with another user and her to copy. We can't copy that data. You can use many applications and that applications we can't take the screenshot or we can't make the video screen record. It is not available, okay. So it is the hard to copy and drawn from experience actions. So we can take some actions, okay. So it is the implicit. Next is explicit. In explicit type of knowledge we can have the outside of a human being. Human is not connected in this type of knowledge, okay, and it is embedded, can't be architecture formally. We can't make the architecture of the system, and we can share this type of knowledge, copy the knowledge, its procedure, okay, and we can easy to copy the data. So we can share the data by the another user, okay. and some different principles, procedures, concepts are used. Next is a variety of ways of representing knowledge have been exploited in AI programs. In AI programs, we can use the logic of C++ Java, but its representation is different. Okay, so here the different kinds of entities are used. First is facts. In facts, we can make some, we can take the truth in the real world. Okay, and we can present that real type of data. Then next is representation of facts in some chosen formalization, means we can make some different in the facts. Okay, so here the different two kinds of entities are given, facts and representation of facts. Okay, then the structure at two levels. First is knowledge level and second is symbol level. Knowledge level, the facts are described. We can use the facts and then description of facts are given. And second is symbol level. We can use some symbols like object, its attributes. Okay, here the diagram is given, figure 3.1, for mapping between facts and representation. In facts, initial facts is the basic step. We can start with the initial step and then internal representation is given, and from the internal representation we can get the English representation, means English generalization, its understanding. Okay, in this diagram you can show the red arrow. Okay, first is initial facts. We can start with the initial step and then go to the internal representation. It's programming, what programs are used, what is the reason behind the representation. Okay, and then English generalization and its understanding. So here the diagram is given between mapping between facts and representation. Okay, now our next topic is framework of knowledge representation. I will start this topic in the next video lecture. Now I will revise the topics which are completed in the today video lecture. Okay, today I will start the unit number 3, knowledge representation issues. Okay, in this unit first we learn what is knowledge, then what is representation. Okay, and then knowledge representation models are given, 4 different models are given. Okay, then 2 major types or 2 categories of knowledge are given. First is implicit and second is explicit. I will explain in detail. Okay, then 2 different entities are used. First is facts and second is representation of facts. Okay, then 2 level entities are given. First is knowledge level and second is symbol level. Okay, and we can see here the one diagram mapping between facts and representation, how the facts is given and we can use the facts and we can represent the knowledge. Okay, so here our basic introduction, representations and mappings first topic is completed. Now in the second video lecture I will start the next topic. Okay, thank you.